YouTube.
I'd like you to.
Yeah, that's fine. It's year 4 as well, which is nice. It's
Majestic wax.
John, it's the first one in the top left of the audio. I've coloured it green for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, are we all set?
You might just need to turn up the volume when you do it because it's slightly quiet.
Can you go down a bit, David, and look at and listen to Jacobs from Bolton Parish called Your Rock, Brutus?
Yep.
He's really gone for it, worked really hard by the look of it.
Okay, we ready to get going?
Your Rock, Brutus.
Yeah, that's a good quality. It's got 10 seconds of blank to start with, though, John. So I'll colour that one green as well. So it's the 2 green ones.
Okay, right, we're ready to get going. So I'm doing the game with you today, Pi.
Okay, anything could happen if that's the case. I'm braced.
Yeah.
Absolutely braced for this.
Okay, let's.
You'll need to get up the teacher's notes for it because.
Yeah.
I'll say hello and then disappear, Pi.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Teaching Live. It's week 4. Now, this morning we've got a poorly David. He's not feeling the best, so he's going to say hello, and then he's going to just disappear, fade quietly into the background, and we'll see if he's still around at the end to say bye. But you're not feeling too good, David.
No, not today. I've had a bit of a rough week, rough weekend as well. So I'm going to, fade away metaphorically into the background. And I'll still be here doing all the stuff behind the scenes, but I shall vanish from view shortly.
So that means you'll have to put up with me and my other half, Mr. Corbett, who's on the naughty step, Pi.
I am, yes. I got in a bit of a muddle. It happens, you know, when you get old. So today was supposed to be one thing, but it's going to be another. It's going to be persuasive writing. We're going to try and persuade people to visit the Grand Nautilus Hotel. And hopefully you're all well tucked into the novel, Malamander, if not get cracking. So this week we're doing persuasive writing. Next week we're off, aren't we, John? Because it's half term in England.
That's right. Yeah. So next week we're on half term, and we'll be back the week after.
Yeah, and then
we got the date off the top of my head, but I'll check before the end of the session.
We then got 4 weeks where we're going to write an extended story, a chapter each week, and of course the extended story is going to be based around the idea of the Malamander. So if you can get the teaching notes up, John, we're going to tune ourselves into persuasive writing, and we're going to have 2 minutes on one thing and 2 minutes on another. So the first 2 minutes, teaching notes, the first 2 minutes are going to be, there we go. We're going to try and persuade somebody to take up this activity of sky camping. And when we've had a go at sky camping, then we'll have a go at staying at the Grand Nautilus Hotel. So the main selling points of sky camping. So I'll start us off.
I think it's a bit of a challenge, this one, Pi.
I saw it on the internet, and I don't think, but I mean, I don't know. It could be a bit of AI, artificial intelligence, and somebody's typed in sky camping or whatever. But I saw it a while ago, and I think it may well actually be something from America, where people have strung out hammocks in this extraordinary fashion. Don't know how they do it, but anyway, here we go. So I'm going to advertise Sky Camping and try and get a good selling point. Why not try Sky Camping and see further than the mind's eye? Wonderful views guaranteed.
Yeah, well, you just kind of stole my thunder there because I was about to say marvel at the wonderful views. So I'm going to say learn to conquer your fear of heights.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether that's a selling point or not, actually.
Well, I think it is. It's I'm going to go for camping outside. Fill your lungs with fresh air.
Um, see the world from the point of view of the eagles.
Oh, that's a nice one. Make new friends by sky camping, or it was in China, by sky camping in China.
Um, learn to embrace the solitude and silence.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Bit of alliteration there, Pi.
Yeah. Sleep beneath the stars and above the world.
Experience. Yeah, yeah. It's quite difficult, this one, Pi. I have to admit. Experience the I'm going to just invent stuff. Experience the wonderful cuisine offered by our chefs. I've no idea. That doesn't sound likely at all. I don't know how they get the food to you when you're sky camping, but
free hammocks are provided, already strung and waiting for you. Now look, John, if we've done 2 minutes of that, or when you dry up, John will warn you after 2 minutes. Then go to the next one down, John. And Malamander's the Hotel Nautilus. This is actually a hotel in Cromer, and Thomas Taylor took some photos of it, and he'd visited. So that it's based on this hotel with that tower thing in the middle. There's another view of it if you scroll down a bit more. You can just sort of see it in the distance. So in a way, this is a bit easier. So let's sort of sell the Grand Nautilus Hotel. Visit the Nautilus, where kids go for free.
Enjoy our wonderful spa. Relax in our wonderful spa facilities.
Babies can stay in the creche while you enjoy yourself on the beach.
Revel in our explore the wonders of old time Cromer whilst relaxing in our wonderful hotel.
Just across the road from a mile-long sandy beach where your kids will be safe to play.
Enjoy sumptuous food in our Michelin-starred restaurant.
I don't think it is, but anyway. Okay, well, let's see what happens. So first of all, you've got a couple of minutes on the sky camping, and then John will tell us when 2 minutes are up, and then you switch to trying to come up with some ideas for what might appear in the brochure to try and persuade people to go to the Nautilus, the Grand Nautilus Hotel.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 minutes on the clock as per normal, and I am going to start the timer. We'll go quiet, and after 2 minutes, I will switch the pic. I'll start the clock, and then I'll switch back to the pictures on the screen. So you can have a go at sky camping, and then you can have a go at the Grand Nautilus Hotel. So starting now. Okay, I've switched the picture to the Grand Nautilus Hotel. And that sound is the end of the game. So we'll go straight to the Teaching Live website and just go back to the session page. Along to the session page, this morning's 9:30 a.m. session. And we'll go straight to Padlet number 1.
Okay, actually, what I'm going to do, John, a little bit different. I'm going to read the final blog to everyone. So that's on page 7 of the teaching notes. So we can all get in tune with the with what it's going to sound like, so we know where we're going. So it's on page
I'll
7.
just get the teaching notes up high for you.
Yeah, there it is, 7.
There you go.
It's 1 above that. That's 8.
Apologies. There we go.
Visit the Grand Nautilus Hotel. So the idea is this is an advert, a bit of a brochure. You're trying to attract people to come to the hotel. So we've really got to make something of it. This summer, are you hoping for a relaxing holiday? Are you looking for the ideal hotel where you can relax by the sea? Oh dear, John, what do you notice?
I'm not. I mean, you failed on your opening sentences there, Pi, because you've used relax twice.
Yeah, it's funny. I only noticed it as soon as I read it. I noticed it. If you deserve to be pampered, that means really treated well and looked after, then why not stay with us at the Grand Nautilus Hotel? We are in the ideal position opposite the pier. Our key rooms have wonderful views of the sandy beach, and we offer free swimming and paddleboard lessons. At the Grand Hotel, we are pleased to offer luxury bedrooms equipped with free Wi-Fi, a gourmet, that means gourmet food, John, that's sort of the very, very finest, isn't it? It's a French word, gourmet, I think.
It is indeed.
A gourmet dining room experience, daily use of the swimming pool and spa, on-site lost and founder services. Now, if you've read Malamander, or certainly the first couple of chapters, you'll know what a lost and founder is. For a week of luxury, peace and sunshine, book now, as places soon get snapped up. We're expecting a high level of demand this year due to the cost of living. Don't miss out on our early booking offer with a 10% discount, and children under 6 go free. To give you a great break, we offer family creche for babies. Creche is where, again, it's a French word, interestingly. It's where you have 1 or 2 people who are going to look after all the babies while the rest of the family go off. Rumble B is rumble tumble playground, and C, supervised nursery all day. You won't regret booking. Last year, Mrs. Dawson from Swindon brought her family and said, this was the best holiday we've ever had. Don't forget, early bird 10% discount, under 6 is free, all day, no cost access to the pool and spa. Visit our website for more details. Grand Nautilus Hotel. Take a seaside rest, it's the best. Peace, palm trees and paddling. So that's the main blog. I suspect I've got a second example there as well. But let's go back now, John, to the Padlet. And what we're going to be doing, of course, is having a go at some of these sentences. And I've written at the top there, write your sentence, reread it to double check, and only then submit. So I know David, though he's silent, he'll be looking for capital letters, full stops, or question marks, because we've got there some sentence starters. Why not visit? Now, you don't have to do the Grand Nautilus. You could make up the name of a hotel yourselves. You will be able to, be sure to find, celebrities say that, be amazed by, excited, stunned, bedazzled, enchanted by, step in and discover, don't miss out on. Our hotel boasts, we specialize in, we will, amazing bargains, free, guaranteed to, our staff will call today to find us. So lots of sentence starters just to practice. And remember, you've really got to sell it to us, but also you've got to make sure you've got capital letter, full stop. Now, am I right in saying that needs the little yellow circle with the plus? Ah, it's appeared.
Yeah,
green.
David has just unfrozen the Padlet, so we're good to go.
We're good to go now. So write it down, reread it before you submit to make sure you've not made an error. We're on session 4 now. So we should be absolutely going for it. And if you get a good sentence, a good idea, then save it up for your final one. So we're practicing the sorts of sentences that might be useful. And that why not one, John? It's a question, a rhetorical question. It's going to need a question mark. So we're looking for that. So Ariane from Hallsville, some nice use of language. Drinks.
Aryan, I think. Hi.
Sorry?
Aryan.
Ariane. Can't remember what I said now. Swimming pools and lost founders everywhere. 10% off. Have fun. Like use of the exclamation marks. Ariane, that this Sunday, will you come? I'd be more direct. This Sunday, come to the Grand Nautilus Hotel. So I'm going to tick that heart. Visit the Grand Nautilus Hotel where you can have a free discount.
Maria from Bolton Parish, our staff will give you the best experience, leaving you relaxed and calm when you check out. I like that one.
Yeah, spot on.
And Maria's actually flying along here because she's got loads free food and drinks to enjoy in your well-designed room. Good use of an exclamation mark. We will give you a 25% discount for early birds only. I would just say, Maria, if you don't actually need to put that first part, I would just say 25% discount for early birds only. You don't need the we will give you. Kausar from Hallsville. Be amazed by the basic booking you can make on our website. I'm not sure that unless your website is the most amazing website I've ever seen, I'm not sure I'm going to be amazed by a booking form on a website.
Yeah, Rakib and Ibrahim got an astonishing view and the sun beaming on you. So you've really got to go for it with you've got to over egg it, really. Leanna from Hallsville, just have a look at the spelling of glittering. Remember, you can knit back and edit that.
Bo and Shona from Havelock. Watch the glorious hotel. It's cheery on sea. They even pay no fee because it's free. I really like what you've tried there, Bo and Shona. Rhyming in advertising is a thing, and people, they do try that. I think you need to kind of split it into two separate lines. So after a full stop after cheery on sea, and then a new sentence. But I do like it, and I really like what you've tried there.
Yeah. Sophia from Rushton, be bedazzled. A touch of alliteration there, John. Be bedazzled by the Horseshoe Hotel, where you will have magnificent views of our nearby horse herd as they frolic in the meadows. So that's a sort of special horse holiday there. No, from Trithel. Is it Trivel or Trithel, John?
Trithel.
Trithel.
We've been told off by that one on that one before.
I know. I live in fear of it now. I'm gonna think about eating trifle each time.
Yes.
Rothwell, Ava and William, call today to have a chance to win our grand prize of a free swim in our water park and our luxury, 20% off in our luxury bar.
Eden from Lowlands, the Grand Hotel promises a 5-star visit with a relaxing spa and exciting meals. I think you've misspelt exciting there, Eden. You might want to go back and edit that one, but I like the idea. I like the Grand Hotel promises. I like that. That works well.
Well done, Hindi. You've got quite an extended lot of ideas there. Amara from Hallsville. I think I like your idea of chill in the Grand Nautilus. You'll need a capital letter for Grand Nautilus Hotel. VIP menu, free pool, spa, and a lounge to chill in.
I like the Shania from Hallsville. Repetition sometimes works, Pi. It didn't in your case,
No,
but
it
this
didn't.
one does. Visit the Grand Nautilus Hotel where you can have a grand time. Now that works for me, Pi.
Yes, I think you're right.
With the busy chattering. I'm not sure about the busy chattering around you, Shania. I don't think. I think you might just say visit the Grand Nautilus Hotel where you can have a grand time and put a full stop there, and then have a sentence maybe about the atmosphere in the hotel. But I do like the repetition there, Pi.
Yeah. George from Hallsville, why not come to the Inn Hotel where Cristiano Ronaldo rates it 5 stars? If you come in at 8 o'clock, it's free. We got Freya from Loatlands. Our staff will do anything your heat desires. I think you mean heart there. So you could edit that one, Freya, but you're on to a good idea. Martha from Rushton, visit the Nautilus Hotel where you will be pampered. That word pampered, looked after, cared for, attended to.
Yeah, that works, Pi. That's a good verb to choose. Right, we'll come out of that Padlet. We're getting the idea.
They've got the idea of that one very nicely.
Yeah,
and
but it's
pretty good capital letters and full stops as well, John.
You've got to remember that your hotel is a proper noun, so you do need to capitalize it. So we're going to go
right, Grand Nautilus Hotel. You have a capital letter for G, G for Grand, N for Nautilus, and hotel as well.
It's all part of the same name. So a hotel on its, if you just said a hotel, that would not be a capital letter because it's not the name of a hotel. It would just be any hotel in general. Whereas if you have a specific hotel, that's where you capitalize it.
Yeah, got it.
Right. So we need to go to the audio section of the website. So just get the website back up and go to.
Now, this was the I read a lot of these, John. These were the the rather strange questionnaires. I read a lovely one by
questionnaire poem. It was interesting. There was some very interesting results from this, I thought.
There was the funky one that came up very early on. Can't remember its name now. Funky something. It was very good. Listen to the beginning of this. So this is Sophia from Rushton, Hungry Harbour. I'd like you to picture a seagull that twists over the salty sea like flimsy origami. What a great simile. I'd like you to clutch this seagull in your mind. Think of it as the most pristine sapphire. Don't let it go. I'd like you to name this seagull your seagull. Merci de remplir ce court questionnaire. Please fill in this short questionnaire. And then she goes down. So I thought that was really interesting, John.
That's amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I love the simile flimsy origami, like flimsy origami.
It's a brilliant one. And then I just love that idea of shifting language and putting a bit of French in.
Yeah.
So let's pick up on that idea. If you know a bit of French or a bit of Spanish, or any other language, then why not experiment, particularly in the poetry, I think, John.
Yeah, I mean that was beautifully written. That
yeah. Bit. So I think that could be experimented with, and people could use their own home language possibly in some of the poetic bits. So bear that in mind.
It might challenge David's moderation skills.
Yeah, probably, but there you go.
Right.
I've read quite a lot of poetry that is actually written with bits of home language, particularly where somebody is writing about their own where they came from. So if you come from another part of the world and you're writing about what you remember, you might put bits of it in English and bits of it in your home language. Okay, so what have we got here we've got this one by Lily. Now, what little bit dodgy the recording, but year 4 really gone for it.
The waxwing is one of my favourite birds, Pi. I do love seeing a waxwing in the winter. They're winter visitors to this country.
Yes, it's a bit like John. I always get excited when I see the swifts. I saw 4 the other day. I knew they were around because I could hear the sort of high-pitched scream, and they shot past. The swifts are back.
Right, so here we go. This is from Lily from year 4. You don't say what school you're from, Lily.
Beautiful, majestic waxwing. I'd like you to visualize the most beautiful, majestic waxwing that is perched peacefully in an old oak tree. I'd like you to catch this waxwing imagination, gently clutching its wings in your head like a cold winter breeze. I'd like you to call this waxwing your precious. Does your waxwing own a car? Can your waxwing ride a horse? Has your waxwing ever been on Britain's Got Talent? Is your waxwing 1 in a million? Does your waxwing prefer Lancaster cheese or cheddar cheese? Does your waxwing wear a coat and hat? Is your waxwing a girl or a boy? Does your waxwing own a bakery? What will your waxwing say about blueberry pie? What football team does your waxwing support? Will your waxwing prefer sunset or sunrise? When will your waxwing next have a shower? Will your waxwing refuse to eat his broccoli? Has your waxwing ever been to Sainsbury's? Has your waxwing ever tried Hayden's baked beans? Does your waxwing read Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Can your waxwing fly up to the clouds? Will your waxwing say yes to Coca-Cola or Pepsi? Does your waxwing have an Apple iPad?
I like that one, Pi.
Actually, a lovely clear voice
Yes.
on that one. Really good. And lots and lots of questions. So some of the ones I read were great, and I thought this is fantastic, but there weren't enough questions. And then the other thing that often came through was the questions, and Lily's fallen into it ever so slightly. The questions are all the same length. So there's something about varying them. So you have long questions and short questions. But the secret is to really vary it and surprise the reader with things like the
I like the Coca-Cola or Pepsi question.
Yeah. I mean, trying to find something at the end. So we got a lot of really good ones. If you scroll down, Bolton Parish, absolutely on it. People working really, really hard there. And you can see Leighton, Mariam, who else have we got? Hamda, Sienna, Claire. And we were going to go down to Jacob.
Yep, we've got Jacobs lined up. I'm just going to play Jacobs from Bolton Parish in year 5. I think there's a short pause while he gets going. So we'll just, this is Jacob from Bolton Parish.
Brutus. Now imagine you found a shiny crystalline rock. Pocket it like you would hiding a sweet from your mum. This is your most prized possession. Name this rock Brutus. Now fill in a survey about your rock called Brutus. Has Brutus ever won the WWE Championship? Has he ever walked down a hallway by himself? Has he ever been on The Masked Singer? What was he? Does Brutus get ill easily? Does he like creamy tagliatelle or tomatoey pasta? Does he go to the toilet often? Does he like animals? Is Brutus nice or mean? Is he vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, or meat eater? Has he ever watched YouTube? What was his first video? Does Brutus play an instrument? Does he like memes? Can he do athletics? Can he go into a cave and come out alive? Can Brutus skid across the stars? Does Brutus like carrots? Can Brutus hop, skip, and sing Twinkle Little Star at once? Is Brutus amethyst, jade, or amber? Has Brutus been to Dubai? If he has, how hot was it? What was the last body of liquid he skidded across?
Again, very clearly read, John. Really well done with that. I just like the whole idea of it was slightly different, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did vary the questions length as well quite nicely. So is he vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, or meat eater? Is a really long question. Whereas what was his first video is a really short one. Or can he do athletics?
Yeah, and I like the end one, John. What was the last body of liquid he skidded across? That's an
Yes.
unusual thought, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Well, so that was Jacob from Bolton Parish in year 5. So there's plenty on there for you to wrap your ears around and listen to. And obviously that most of those, I think, have been posted into the on the blog as well. So you can find them on there if you want to leave a comment. Speaking of comments, Pi, we've had quite a lot of comments, which is heartening. So do keep up your commenting on people's blogs.
I like there's a couple from Hallsville further down, Nikita and Marwa, who some great ideas in Marwa's The Luckiest Raindrop. Does it help you do a black backflip? Can your raindrop do the splits on a burger? Does it want a teddy from Build-A-Bear? If my raindrop sneezes, would it make the dogs meow? Can I keep my raindrop forever? And that's the last one. It sort of wraps it up. So some really thoughtful ones. They're well worth looking at for getting ideas. As I say, some of the ones I read, they were great, but there weren't enough questions. This is one where you can really go for the questions. Okay, we're on Padlet 2, John. And here we're just going to think about the grammar, if you like. So, rhetorical question, always good for talking to the reader. And I would open mine by talking directly to the reader. This summer, are you hoping for a relaxing holiday? Are you, so I'm talking directly to the reader, looking for the ideal hotel by the sea? If you deserve to be pampered, then why not stay with us at the Grand Nautilus Hotel? So I actually got 3 rhetorical questions there. Rhetorical means they don't need an answer, but they're a way of talking directly to your reader. And then you've got to go for boastful language. It's got to be the finest, the most amazing. A trip to our shop will astonish you. Well, the truth is it probably won't astonish you. It's just a hotel shop. But in the brochure, in the advert, you've got to make it sound fantastic. For a day of sheer pleasure means total pleasure. Well, probably you won't have a day of total pleasure because there'll be wasps on the ice cream or whatever. But in the advert, you've got to use that boastful language. Now, the imperatives. Imperatives are those bossy verbs that we get up the front of sentences, and it's used in instructions. Turn to the left, push hard, stand back. So we're going to use those. Visit now, treat yourself, experience the best. So you're telling the reader what to do, and you're using those imperative verbs. Use the word you won't regret. This is tailor-made for you, your family. So you're talking by using you or your to the person who is reading in a familiar manner. Obviously, you've got to list attractions and positive things. Use either bullet points, numbers, or letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or A, B, C, D, or bullet points. This hotel is easy to find in the city centre, free entry. Then a quote. So you can see there, I've got my quotation marks around what was said. A fab hotel, said Mrs. Lyer. And obviously, if you can get a quote from somebody really, really famous, like Ronaldo, that will add to the power. I suspect that when it says, Mrs. Lyer from Swindon is actually somebody's made it up in the office. It's not true. But if you can get a famous person to give you a quote, that will help. Sentence of 3. So you build up the advantages. So here we go. We're in an ideal position opposite the pier. Our key rooms have wonderful views of the sandy beach. And thirdly, we offer free swimming and paddleboard lessons. Boom, boom, boom. So sentence of 3. Not too many because they give you very long sentences. list the attractions. Don't miss out on. Now, this one, John, it's a list. So we've got don't miss out on, and then you've got a colon, and then the list: free spa, swimming pool, and on-site beauty parlor. So if you're going to do a list of the attractions, you could either use bullet points, etc., or you could use a colon and then the list with commas. Offer guarantees on free things. Kids go free, guarantee of. And you mentioned this, John. You picked up on the one that somebody used where there was a rhyme. I think it was with free and fee, which was rather clever. So alliteration: peace, palm trees, and paddling. Touch of alliteration makes the sentence or the phrase more memorable, and you want it to be memorable for the reader. Same with rhyme. Take a seaside rest. It's the best. So we got rest and best. It's the best, because you want them to remember that. So a little rhyme helps. And then, of course, you've got to round it off with the details. Visit us on the website and email, open on Sundays, find us on Hastings Seafront, etc. So you've got to end your brochure with the details. So this is a chance again to practice some of these features and maybe give a go at something you're not too sure about, you're not terribly good at. Give it a go, like those sentences of 3, or using the colon for the list to list the attractions.
Can you unfreeze the Padlet, please, David?
Yeah, well, that would help, wouldn't it? There he goes. He's not on it today, is he, John?
Oh, you see, the poor lad is suffering.
Yeah, it's these youngsters, you see. He goes out on the town.
Mm.
I've told him before. And try and think about the sorts of amenities that you would like if you went to a hotel. Try and make it really special, maybe a little bit different. I like the idea of the horseshoe hotel. That's obviously somebody who'd like to go and stay in a hotel where they've got horses so they can do pony riding or trekking, and make it a little bit special.
Treat yourself to the best holiday you've ever experienced. I
Yep.
think, Kausa, I would, it's the best holiday ever. That deserves an exclamation mark. I think when you're doing persuasive writing, rules about exclamation marks, not overusing them, sometimes go out the window. I remember, I can't remember the name of the journalist, but I think it was a famous journalist once said you were allowed to use 1 exclamation mark per career. Can't remember who said that. Pie.
I don't know.
This summer, are you going to another country? Yeah, good rhetorical question. A truly extraordinary experience, said Mr. Lie. That's great. Luritz, you need a full stop at the end. But yes, it's a truly extraordinary sentence. Jacob has tried the rhyming idea. Your mind will go spinning, so come and be staying. I actually quite like that.
Yeah,
that works well.
It's what you call a half rhyme. It doesn't rhyme perfectly, but you could hear the rhythm, and then the words almost rhyme. So it works well, Jacob. Well done.
Are you looking for the perfect holiday? Why not? Well, visit the Grand Nautilus Hotel for free food and swimming lessons. Well done, Daniel.
So Ollie from Havelock, visit Bournemouth Beach. Touch of alliteration there for the amazing view and the arcades. Give that a little tick. Nice rhetorical question from Amber. But trifle, do you dream of a place that you can relax and listen to the sea? Laurie at Rushton, are you looking for a relaxing holiday this summer? Probably a full stop there, Laurie. Well, comma, we have you covered. We have beds that are better than your bed from Dunelm.
Very good.
The
So
Dunelm needs,
Dunelm needs a capital D because it's a name of a shop. And it's a proper noun.
now. Carter and Charlie from RJS, do you like summer or winter better? Now you're going to need a question mark after that one. So you can nip back and edit that one.
Finley and Jacob from Havelock, would you like to come visit our beautiful villa? Good rhetorical question.
Yeah, and it's making it slightly different to everybody else's with the villa.
Abidullah from RJS. RJS, I'm not sure which school that one is. Dive right into a luxury experience. I really like your use of dive there, Abidullah. That works really well for me.
Is that Rushton Junior?
No, Rushton's not a junior school.
Primary, is it?
Yes, it could be.
The key to,
Finley from Rushton has said, give yourself a trip you'll never forget in your lifetime. I think I would just leave that as give yourself a trip you'll never forget, Finley, and just end it there. And you probably, you definitely need either a capital, either an exclamation mark or a full stop.
Logan's offering us unlimited ice cream for the summer and hot chocolate for the winter. We'll go for that. Jude and Betty from Havelock, well done. This summer break, are you looking for a calm, relaxing holiday? Because this is the perfect place to go. I like your perfect place. Touch of alliteration. The key to
Emily and Elsie from RJS. This summer, were you hoping for a calm holiday with your kids or cousins? So you've made a mistake there, Amelia and Elsie, because I would have written that sentence. This summer, were you hoping for a calm holiday without your kids and cousins?
That's mean. Stop it. Pretty mean. I like Bo and Shona from Havelock Juniors. That's where it's Havelock Juniors. Yeah. I like your one.
I like Zara and Poppy from Havelock. Need to work on the spelling a little bit. Pack your bags now. The experience of a lifetime awaits you. Await is AWAITS. The experience of a lifetime awaits you. I like that.
Lachlan from Mull. We are the best pet-friendly hotel. Full stop. All pets from hamster to elephant.
Just imagining bringing a pet elephant to a hotel for a start.
That's just, there's got to be a story in that. Roald Dahl
Yes,
with a
definitely.
story about
Definitely.
that. It says, pets come for free and you arrive at an elephant. Well done, Florence from Havelock.
Noah from Trithal. You've got a quote here, Noah. So you need to put quotation marks around it. A fantastic beach and seaside hotel, said Mr. Musk. So you need quotation marks around the quote, and then you need a comma, said Mr. Musk. And Mr. Musk is a name, so it needs capital letters. So Finley and Macy from Havelock. This was amazing, says Simon Cowell. Again, you need to just put in an exclamation mark after this was amazing, and then a full stop at the end.
Rosie and Alice, I think that's from Loatlands. Are you looking for a rest? Need somewhere relaxing and peaceful to go? Well, the Grand Nautilus Hotel would be absolutely perfect. Best hotel ever. I could really relax, Ariana Grande. This hotel has 5-star rating, has maintained that score for 3 years. Don't miss out on nice use of the colon, the free spa, water park, lots more activities to discuss. A limited time offer. Ellipsis, 30% off for new members and kids under 9 go free. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. Pretty much perfect. I knew I knew someone would come up with Cristiano Ronaldo. I led them to
That's
it.
a retro from Hullville.
Yeah, well done.
Do you need a day off? Come to the Belmont Copacabana place in Rio de Janeiro. I'm going already just because of the name of it. What a really wonderful hotel, replied Cristiano Ronaldo on the last day at this hotel. I would said his rather than the.
Lily and May from Loatlands, 5-star hotel with a luxury view, exclaims Mrs. Rose. Now, Rose would need a capital letter because it's her name, but well done.
Okay, we'll come out of the Padlet and we'll have a look. We just need to just sharpen up our punctuation. Don't forget capital letters for proper nouns. Don't forget when you put a quote, the quote needs to be in quotation marks, and you need a bit of punctuation at the end of the quote, either an exclamation mark if it's an exclamation, or a comma before you add said Mr. Musk or said Cristiano Ronaldo. So just a little bit of tightening up on the punctuation there. We'll have a look at today's gallery task. We'll have a look at the gallery from last week. Can't remember what the gallery task from last week was. And we've got some lovely
This was I sent this was photos for writing, so
yes. So
that one actually, Nula's from the Isle of Mull. That's actually a couple of puffin, but
puffins that are upside down.
they're upside down, but they're nicely done. Sienna's parrot as
Yeah,
well.
they are beautiful.
Yeah.
Sienna's parrot. That's a lovely parrot. And Lauren from the Isle of Mull's butterfly. Oh, Malachi. You've not said where you're from, Malachi, but that's a fantastic drawing of a kingfisher.
Yes, I thought so. I like the dolphin that Cole did as well. And Carrie Ann set her wolf against a setting sun, which is quite dramatic.
Or the moon, possibly Pi, I suspect, not the setting sun, because that looks like stars around it to me.
There's some really nicely done ones.
I love the beak on Joshua's toucan. That's terrific.
He looks a bit surprised, doesn't he?
He does. That's good. That's really good.
Reminds me a bit of Quentin Blake.
Yes.
And you got some. It's interesting. There's an Aiden there from Havelock. I think another kingfisher. There's something about the kingfisher that's quite drawable.
I do love kingfishers. They are beautiful birds. And I have a stream next to my house. And I've seen a kingfisher on it once. It's not a very big stream, but I've seen one darting up and down the stream once. But you do get them around where I live because we've got lots of rivers and streams. So we've got absolutely stacks of people have submitted to the gallery, which is really nice to see. So today's gallery challenge, Pi.
Well, I thought today we would have a go at making sure that we've presented our work really nicely. So keep going down. You will find a double spread somewhere. There it is, number 5. So this will have been from last time we did this, which I think was in 19. I think it was. Oh,
it wasn't that long ago, Pi.
Wasn't it? I can't remember when.
A couple of years ago.
Couple of years ago. So you can see here, Cheery on Sea, and you can see that they've presented. So they've done a draft and then redone it and presented their work really, really beautiful on a double spread. That actually is their openings of their stories. But the idea, I think, doing a brochure, a double spread page design of a brochure with little drawings little fact boxes, etc. It's ideal, isn't it?
Your hotel. Yeah, so basically a 2-page brochure ad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly it.
hotel.
Done beautifully. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and we'll get those up.
Or it could be an advertising poster.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, could be single spread. Depends on how much you write. If you
yeah.
go down a bit, John, you've got on page 7 my one. So that's my one. But if you go down one more, you've got somebody else's. So this one was written by, if you scroll down, we'll see, was Phoebe from Forest Academy. And she wrote quite an in-depth one. So she broke hers up with headings, restaurants. They got 7 gourmet restaurants in hers, amenities, rooms. So she used headings to help hers. If you scroll down,
And if you've got those headings, you could use those as separate boxes on your design, couldn't you?
absolutely. That's sort of what I was thinking. This next one, can't remember who this was. Rowan from Elder. Weather bad, there are plenty of indoor activities included, such as archery, mini golf, football, and of course, unlimited dips in our Olympic-sized swimming pool with
and that's a good example of breaking rules of grammar there, isn't it, Pi? Because the sentence "weather bad" is not a sentence at all, but it's perfectly fine in an advert.
Yeah, I mean, what he means is, if the weather is bad, what are we going to do? That's what the sentence really means. But in adverts, very often you get this tightening up of the language. It's almost as if it's not writing, it's speech. Weather bad? Oh, we'll go down to the pool.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting one. If you go to the next one, stay over at the Grand Nautilus Hotel. I like this one. And this one's by Abigail, who is or was at Bolton Parish. There we are. Allegra, sorry. Allegra at Bolton Parish. And what you'll see is all 3 of them have really gone for it. So it's not, the writing isn't skimpy. They really spent some time crafting. There you will be able to get the best rated massages, scrumptious food like margherita pizza from Italy, and the most dazzling midnight sky view. So what are you waiting for? So I think you've got my one. Then you've got 3 others to look at. That gives you 4.
And I have to say, Pi, I think these are a step up from some from yours.
Thank you very much. Well, that's actually what I thought. And I thought mine was a bit skimpy. I thought these are really good.
Yes, and I like the way that they're structured. They're really well thought through. Not just dashed off, and they've each got different ways of organizing it, which is great. Whereas you've taken a bit of a scattergun here. You've got bullet points, then you've got ABC, then you've got 1, 2, 3. Whereas this one is consistent. It's got the same. Whoops,
Because the reason I did that, John, is
to illustrate each different.
To illustrate each thing.
I know, Pi. I'm only.
But
only.
I think you're right. It's important to look at the other one. So you're not just working from one model.
Yes.
You're working from, actually, you've got 4 models to look at and get ideas from and think about how it's organized. If you go to the middle one, Eldon, the one from Eldon, that one, he's got a Valentine's bit somewhere. The Valentine's holiday pack includes free daycare access for you to dump your unwanted children, a day and our refreshing spa, a free meal for 2, and premium access to our themed bar. That made me laugh.
Yes, that's very good. He's selling that to me quite effectively.
We're out of time, John.
We are indeed. So that's your blog task, is to come up with an advert for your hotel. It doesn't have to be the Grand Nautilus Hotel. You can, in fact, I would recommend that you name it. Come up with a unique hotel name yourself. And if you want to turn it into an advert, a poster, or a 2-page spread brochure for the gallery, so much the better.
Yeah.
So
the hotel you invent, John, next week you can use that in your, not next week, the week after, when we start the story, you can use that in your story. That could be where your story is going to be based.
Yes.
Okay,
So
good session.
I'll just quickly pull up the date for the next session. It is Tuesday, June the 4th. So
That's
Tuesday, June the 4th is our next session. So we will see you then. David hopefully will be much better and firing on all cylinders again. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time. So it's bye from me.
Yeah, bye everyone. Well done.
And are you there, David?
Yeah.
No,
Forget
he's
it.
not there.
He's
He's gone back to bed. He's gone for a hot cup of lemon tea and gone back to bed. So we will see you next time for week 5 of Teaching Live. And if you're on half term next week, have a great half term. We'll see you then. Bye bye.
Bye everyone.